Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Damn Music Show. Again, we are double. I'm surrounded. I'm cornered. I just have nowhere to go, nowhere safe. Both the brothers are in the house again. David, thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here.
All right, excellent. Both Drewitz. Why don't one of y'all tell me what we're doing today? I don't know what I'm doing. What are we doing?
We saw, Miley Cyrus is on the Howard Stern show about a month or two ago with the legendary Metallica. They teamed up. And they're singing, what is it? Nothing else matters.
Darren, $5 question. Who's the lead guitarist? What's his name for Metallica?
Kirk Hammett.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Bro, come on.
What does his last name start with? What letter?
H.
Okay, well done. I thought you said Gamut.
Yeah. Oh.
I was just checking.
That wouldn't even make any sense.
I was just checking.
Can you name all members?
I don't know.
Lars is the drummer.
I can't. The bassist always evades me.
Robert
James Hetfield is the other
there
guy.
You go, Trujillo. That's right.
And I just don't know the bassist because he's boring and stands at the side and doesn't ever do anything.
I'm just getting a bunch of messages here that are blocking David. Okay. So yeah, I know the story of the original bassist, of course, which is a very sad story. But moving forward, we're all fans of all the things happening, right?
Yes.
Let's just give it a go.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And you're just gonna get messages throughout this whole show, David.
Oh, well,
Godspeed.
Not only that, I'm a fan of Howard Stern too. So.
Oh, here we go. Let's give it.
I like
let's give it a listen.
everybody in this video.
What do you think, Darren? Enter Sandman or?
They're both great.
Oh,
Hey.
Kirk is a
Never
little
seen that
off
happen
there.
before.
There's not enough harmonics in songs anymore.
So good. Well, you know they're doing it live, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hey, Lars has his hat on backwards. I'm gonna honor him.
So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are. No, nothing else matters.
Let's go.
Never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it always. And all the words I don't just say yeah. And nothing else matters. Trust our seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. You open my for a different girl.
Let's go, Miles.
No, nothing else matters. Never care for what they do.
Nice.
Never care for what they know. 'Cause I know.
Okay, pausing. Initial reaction. Gentlemen, who's up to bat first? Who wants it?
David.
Man. Well, first of all, Kirk had a few stumbles going out.
I've never seen him slip before, ever, in his
Yeah,
career.
I mean, he's fantastic guitarist,
Yeah.
but he wasn't on his game there.
Yeah.
But Miley is crushing it.
Also agree.
I'm not in Miley's demographic. I like her voice, but she is crushing it so far.
I agree.
I'm digging this.
I agree. I'm super digging as well. Darren, how are you feeling?
I think Miley has widened her demographic significantly in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
I think that she's finally grown up. I think she has dipped into the rock sound more in the last 2 years.
Yep.
And I think that she has widened her demographic. So I disagree with David. I think you are in her demographic for some of her music. That's what pulled me in. It was when she was a teeny bopper.
Yeah.
And the whole, when she was about 20 years old, and the whole Can't Stop, We Stop, that time period, I was like, man. But the last few years, she has put it all together.
Yeah.
She has expanded her style of singing in music, and she's demonstrating it right here. And she has pulled me into her demographic. So I like Miley a lot more than I did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Micah?
I just wanted to make sure that I gave Darren enough space to talk. Darren, are you
My answer
finished?
was longer than 7 seconds. I know.
Me and Darren have a
And I'm done.
You good now? Me and Darren have a running situation. I frequently cut him off, and he frequently wants to continue his speaking. So we're working on it. It's really what I'm trying to get at right here. Let's keep going.
If anyone has a good therapist.
I agree. I was in the middle of my sentence.
Oh, sorry.
I agree with you both. I think you're both totally right. I think they're all crushing it. Miley's crushing
I
it.
agree with your agreement that we're both right.
Look at this. This is the love I need. This is the love I want in my life. Okay, let's keep watching this,
All right.
shall we? Okay, here we go.
So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trust in who we are. No, nothing else matters.
Crushing it. Get it, Miley.
Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. 'Cause I know.
He has an unorthodox way of playing, doesn't he,
Which one?
James?
He's holding a pick in his hand, I think, so it looks weird. He was finger picking. I think he was holding this pick.
Oh,
Never opened myself this way.
Yeah, that's why it looked weird.
Yeah.
He had his pick right here, and he was finger picking.
And all the words I don't just say.
Kind of love it with their vocals, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's awesome.
This is great.
Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different girl. No, nothing else matters. Never cared for things they say. Never cared for games they play. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. 'Cause I know.
Nice.
Oh, he handles the solo on this song?
He handles some of them.
Yeah.
Bet you didn't know he was
I didn't.
solid guitars.
No.
He's crushing this.
Uh-huh.
Good stuff.
So close, no matter
You like the amount of
how
vibrato
far.
she uses on this song?
Couldn't be
It's
much
her
more
voice, so yeah.
Yeah.
She's pretty natural.
Forever trusting who we
She's always been like that.
I agree. I think it's more this song than others.
Vibrato.
Yeah. Don't you feel like it's
Right
more
there.
in this song, though?
It seems, I don't know her well
Yeah.
enough. It seems accentuated, but I think she
Yeah.
sings like that a lot. I can't remember the last time I watched Metallica or Miley live in a very personal setting. It's always in a stadium where you
Sure.
have the sound of the crowd running over everything.
Right.
It's probably been a while since they've played this personal. Like,
Right.
you know, in front of like everybody but nobody.
Right.
They're used to playing at the Super Bowl, you know? Let's go. With no applause, just like,
Well, they're in a small studio.
But like, I think that's why Kirk, and even like a couple notes, like both times, like it's almost more intense than in front of like a full audience. It's like you're there.
They even have mood lighting and stuff in there.
Yeah, you're buck naked when it comes down to music, and I thought they all did very, very good. You could tell though there was like a little bit of discomfort in the air.
Yeah.
A few times, like maybe they hadn't practiced together.
Yeah.
But they crushed it. I thought they crushed
Well,
it.
that song has got some discomforting tones in it to begin. The song has got a lot of tension in it.
It's got a lot of space too, a lot of room for like if you don't hit it perfect, it's gonna show up. I thought that was great. I love that. Like I want to put that on my list of listening.
Yeah, and it's a very sort of haunting sounding song. I think Miley does an amazing job on this.
Me too.
The thing I like about, well, there's a lot of things I like about Miley, but the thing I like specifically about this, she has the ability to sing with a raspiness, and she doesn't go to that well too much, because if you're a singer who's constantly raspy and constantly vibrato, that tunes me out. That annoys me a little bit. She does always have that natural vibrato in her voice a little bit, and sometimes I do zero in on that, but she takes her voice down some notes, and to the deeper part of her range, and I think it's perfect for that style of song. And that's what my limited knowledge of vocal talent, this is what I'd like people to recognize, is that Miley has a bigger range and it can adjust to the genre a little bit better than I think people realize. But I think she does an exceptionally good job, and she sings it with a very serious tone. There's raspiness in her voice that she can choose to sing with sometimes, and I think she just puts a whole new spin on this song.
My buddy says that Miley sings from the down below.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Who knows? I have no idea. But I think he's right. Like on this, I felt it. David, what do you think?
I really enjoyed this performance. They got off to a rough start, and maybe it is because they haven't practiced that. But once they got into this song, they settled in, and Miley sounded great, and nice harmonies with James, and it's great. And the other thing is Metallica, they've been around forever and they play some hardcore music, but they are certainly open to working with other singers. If you remember, 3 or 4 years ago, they did stuff with Lady Gaga. And, that was a fantastic performance, and it just speaks to the musicianship of Metallica and being able to merge with other younger groups, and people love them of all arrangements. So it's a great performance by Metallica and great performance by Miley.
But don't you think? So I listened to this interview, and they recorded all these things separate. They did not get in the studio together. They sent her all the music. She went in the studio by herself, and sang it. But don't you think the fact that he course corrected, that speaks to his musicianship too, to where it's very easy. I know this with us playing together. If I get lost, jump back into the right spot. I mean, he's been doing it for 40 years.
You mean when they missed the lyrics in that one spot?
Yeah. But my point is that if regardless how much they rehearsed or didn't rehearse, the fact that they haven't rehearsed that much and he course corrected off the stumble, I think that speaks to his experience and ability to well, let's get back on time.
And I love seeing stuff live like that, and I think it's so important.
Plus, how many people even noticed? I mean, not
even then. It makes it better for me almost. It's like just part of
They're human
welcome
beings.
To life. Yeah, I like seeing people actually do things. Which is awesome. I tell you, the thing that impressed me the most was James and Miley's harmonies were spot on.
I'm glad you brought that up.
And harmonies are
I brought that up.
I'm
Harmonies.
glad David brought that up.
Harmonies are like the fastest way for me to get to a piece of, like, to really crap on a song. Like when I play out live or with other people and somebody just decides like they're just coming in on a harmony, it's like my least favorite thing unless you sharp. And they were great. And that course correction in a harmony jars you, man. Like both singers are like, oh shit, am I lost? How do we get back on the bus? And they both like came back to it fast. And I thought that was very impressive.
The other thing, at the very end, you can see Lars kind of stand up and he's like, to me, that signified that, oh shit, we did get back together, and
Yeah.
you know, he's sort of self-applauding
Yeah.
the group,
Yeah.
and it was fantastic.
Yeah, no matter how many times you do it, arguably one of the top 5 biggest bands of all time, top 10 probably,
Yeah.
Metallica, biggest bands of all time. Still, you see them out there working. They're working. You know, they have to do their job. They got to practice things. You know,
Yeah.
like they got to constantly be on it. And
I
it's fun to
do
see.
find myself gravitating towards singers and artists and professionals who we know have the money that they don't have to do it and keep doing it. I have a lot of respect for that.
Oh.
David and I saw
love.
74-year-old Sammy Hagar last night.
Yeah.
He's worth $400 million.
Yeah.
He was jumping around stage, having fun. He has no need to do any of
Doesn't
this.
have to do it.
And he's doing it because he loves it. And Metallica's doing the same thing. And
Yeah.
God bless him for it. That's I champion
Agreed.
artists like that.
Music should continue to make music. David, you were here. This is fun. So the moment that I became a man that I mentioned about, this was the headlining act. So this was the act. And you
brings
know
you
what's
back
funny?
to the boobies.
You know what makes me really mad? What makes me really mad? That's absolutely. Here's what makes me really mad. My friends will tell you to their grave. 4 of us went. We were 14 years old. They will tell you to the grave they stayed for Metallica. That is absolutely not the case. David, Haven, Jason, you are terrible people, and we need to discuss this. I went to that concert to see Metallica, and you little pieces of... You hated Metallica. You said they were too bland and they were too lame and they didn't play good. You made me leave 4 songs into that set because I was 14 years old. You know what they tell you today? You know what they say today? Dude, Metallica killed it. I've always liked Metallica. You can go yourself. You hated Metallica. You liked Korn and System of a Down, who are also awesome. So I have seen 4 songs of probably my favorite band of all time, and I will forever hold you all hostage for making me leave. However, you gave me one of the biggest gifts that I could have ever given, but you have to watch the Kid Rock. You have to watch the Kid Rock show.
How big?
In order to understand. Frankly, maybe the biggest.
Oh, okay.
Arguably, you have to go watch Kid Rock. If anyone made it this far in the video, you're probably going to go watch the Kid Rock video now that me and David.
It's off the
go
rails.
watch
Be
that.
careful.
Off the rails. Thank you guys so much for watching. I loved Miley. I loved Metallica. I think everyone felt the same. This was fun. I really enjoyed it. If you got any questions, let us know. Smash that subscribe. Ring that notification bell. If you want to hear from us, hit that notification bell. Until next time, we out.